Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and I'm back doing another tag response. I actually got tagged by Lisa Loves, who I'm pretty new to, and I actually discovered her via another tag video, the slasher tag from the Horror Man. So there's a lot of tags going around from different people, which is great. I love these things. They're a really good way for the community to interact and also discover some new channels, which I'm definitely doing. So really awesome. So Lisa, thanks a lot for the tag. And if you're not subscribed to Lisa's channel, I'll be leaving it in the description box below, so please check her out. Anyway, this tag shouldn't take too long to answer. There's 6 questions and they're pretty straightforward, so let's get started. Okay, so question number 1 is, we already have Alien vs Predator and Freddy vs Jason, so what other 2 horror icons would you like to see in the next Versus movie? This is very easy. I would love to see a Michael Myers vs Leatherface movie. I just think the 2 characters coming together, blending the 2 worlds together, which are pretty different, I think that'd make for a really awesome film. And they're kind of, I think they'd be interesting characters to verse each other because they're kind of similar in a way. Neither of them talk, and I just think it would be an interesting pairing. So yeah, Michael Myers versus Leatherface, please. Question 2 is, would you rather survive a horror movie scenario but some of your friends die, or all of your friends live but you get killed? This is a tricky one. I'm a massive fan of really awesome and good kills in a slasher film, so I think I'm going to say I'd love to get killed actually. If I was in a slasher film, I would definitely like to get killed. However, I don't want to be the first victim. I want to survive a bit. I guess surviving close to the end and then getting killed off in a really awesome way would be pretty cool. Question 3 is, you're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl? Obviously not. The first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? This is a pretty interesting one because I kind of would go with 2 options here. I'd like to think of myself as the smart one, especially since I am pretty educated on the horror genre. But then being the killer would also be pretty awesome as well. So I don't know, I think I'm going to go with the killer. I would like to be the killer, a really iconic killer in a pretty popular horror film. I think that would be pretty awesome. Question 4 is, we have seen horror icons in space, such as Jason and Leprechaun. Who do you want to go to space next? This was kind of tricky because a lot of my favourite horror icons I don't think would be a very good fit for going into space, so I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit here, I guess. So if any of you are familiar with the movie Bad Taste, Peter Jackson's first film, you'd know, and this is a slight spoiler, but the ending basically involves going to outer space. Now, there was actually talks that Peter Jackson wanted to make a couple of other sequels to the original Bad Taste, and one of the sequels was basically the main characters going into outer space to rescue Derek. So I would love for that to happen. It's obviously too late now. I don't think he's ever going to do it, but that'd be pretty cool. I always wanted to know what happened to Derek's character when he went off to outer space, so that would be my answer for this question. Question 5 is, when making sequels to horror movies, when do you think enough is enough? Now this is a kind of tricky one because my favourite franchise of all time, which is Halloween, is got a ton of sequels, and there's even a new movie coming out this year which I cannot wait for, by the way. So that's kind of tricky. And then we've got the likes of Child's Play series, which has had some sequels early on and then kind of had a break, and now it's kind of had a bit of a rebirth. And the rebirth films, or the two most modern Child's Play movies, are really, really good. But thinking about it realistically, I think two to three sequels are a good amount without making it too silly, stretching the story out too long. Yeah, so I definitely think trilogies of movies are really, really good. So I'm going to go with 2 to 3 sequels for this answer. And the last question is, name a movie that was ruined by a bad ending. A few come to mind. Definitely the main one is House of the Devil by Ty West. Phenomenal film up into the ending. The ending is atrocious. I think Ty West is a good director, but he cannot do a decent ending to save himself. So that was unfortunate. The next one, or the other one I'm going to mention, is Undead, which is a low-budget zombie film from Australia. And yeah, the ending completely ruined that film 100% for me. It's a really, really weirdly made film, actually. So the first half is basically a traditional zombie film, and then the second half, up into the ending, completely flips that awesome concept and turns it into some really, really bad, really strange and weird sci-fi movie that just is completely out of place, completely ruins what could have been a really, really good zombie film. So yeah, those two movies definitely come to mind for this question. Okay, so there you go. That was my answers to this tag. Once again, I got tagged by Lisa Love. So Lisa, thanks for the tag. I have a lot of fun doing these type of videos. And once again, if you're not subscribed to Lisa, her channel link will be left in the description box below. As I said, I'm still pretty new to her channel, but she's got great content, so please check her out. Now, I'm going to tag a few other people. I'm going to tag Retro Horror once again. Wayne, you've been tagged. T-Money86, you've also been tagged. And the Horror Fan Man, or Grant, you have also been tagged. So hopefully you guys can do some responses to this. I'll leave the questions in the description box for you guys. And anyone else, if anyone else is watching this video and you feel like answering these questions, feel free to do so. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed my answers and this video, and thank you for watching.